Okay, everybody, as promised, here's the next part of my 2,000 subscriber special, in which I'm going to be showing you all my Paramount VHS tapes, which I've yet to show on my channel. I've got a lot of them, so we're just going to get right on into it. Got Tom Cruise, Vanilla Sky. Label. None of these tapes have print dates, so no need to ask all the print dates of these because there are none. Got True Callers with John Cusack and James Spader. Okay. Right here we've got Boomerang with Eddie Murphy. Robin Givens and Chris Rock also star in this movie, along with Halle Berry, Martin Lawrence, a few others. Okay. How long is this movie? Oh, it's almost 2 hours long. Okay. Here's Changing Lanes with Ben Affleck and Samuel L. Jackson. Yeah, this was a former rental from Hollywood Video. A lot of these tapes are former rentals. Here's Deep Impact, which I have on Blu-ray. Also made by DreamWorks. Got The Manchurian Candidate. I got this at a movie gallery back in 2006, I think. Okay. Got Dickie Roberts, former child star. This is a really funny movie with David Spade. Okay. Got We Were Soldiers with Mel Gibson. This was a former Blockbuster rental. Got Angela's Ashes, which is also made by Universal. So Paramount and Universal produced this movie together. Wow, this movie's over 2 hours long. About 2.5 hours long. Here's Airplane with Robert Hayes, Lloyd Bridges. I've seen this movie before. It's pretty funny. Got Forrest Gump. This is an all-time classic. Tom Hanks. This is one of Tom Hanks' best movies. This is the widescreen edition. Got What Women Want with Mel Gibson and Helen Hunt. This is a really, really funny movie. Okay. Got Wayne's World. A movie that needs no introduction. Yes, indeed, Marty. This movie needs no intro. This is a former rental. Got Coneheads. This is another Saturday Night Live based movie. Got Dan Aykroyd. Yeah, a lot of these tapes that I have are former rentals.
We got Beavis and Butthead to America. Yeah.
Yeah, this is another movie that does not need an introduction. This is a funny movie. Got Rat Race, with an all-star cast, and this is one of the funniest movies I've ever seen. Okay. Got Crazy People with Dudley Moore and Daryl Hannah, 1990 movie. Okay. Got Rules of Engagement with Tommy Lee Jones and Samuel L. Jackson. Got Jackass the Movie. Oh, what can I say about this movie? Except that's one of the funniest. And this is a demo VHS too. Not for sale, rental, all that good stuff. 200 Cigarettes. Yeah. It's got an all-star cast of all-star cast, but I heard this movie's not that great. I'll have to sit down and watch it again soon. Here's Bringing Out the Dead, which is co-produced by Touchstone Pictures. Daniel Monahan might like this movie because he is a huge Nicolas Cage fan. I might have to show this movie sometime. Got Black Sheep with Chris Farley and David Spade. Yeah, this is a funny movie. Anything with David Spade is funny, well, unless it's Grown Ups 2. Beverly Hills Cop. This is a good movie. One of Eddie Murphy's most awesome films. Got Friday the 13th, the original, which I know Marty's watched before because I showed it for movie night one time and he was there for it. Okay. Got Face Off with John Travolta and again with Nicolas Cage. I showed this movie to Daniel Monahan one time for movie night. Here's Talent for the Game with Edward James Olmos. It's a baseball movie. Show you the label. Okay, up next we've got Planes, Trains, and Automobiles with Steve Martin and John Candy. This is a movie that John Hughes made. This is one of the funniest. And here's one of the unnecessary sequels. Friday the 13th, Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan. Yeah. One of those Friday the 13th sequels which was absolutely unnecessary. Got Major League with Tom Berenger, Charlie Sheen, and Corbin Burnson. Winning! Former Blockbuster video rental, but the Blockbuster sticker label is torn off halfway, so it's in the Blockbuster sticker's in terrible condition. Got Mission Impossible 2 with Tom Cruise. A sequel that's actually good.
Yes.
Okay, we've got Wonder Boys with Michael Douglas. Wonder Boys, uh-huh. Here's Scrooged with Bill Murray. This is a pretty funny movie. Especially if you're a Bill Murray fan. Got John Grisham's The Rainmaker with Matt Damon and Danny DeVito. I've seen this movie before and I liked it. First saw this on HBO back in 1998. Got Friday the 13th, Part 7, The New Blood. Another sequel that is absolutely unnecessary. That's the label. Way too many sequels, yeah. They're not even good. Here's Without a Paddle with Seth Green. I have to rewatch this movie again to see what I really think of it. Got the original Mission Impossible with Tom Cruise from 1996. We've got Primal Fear with Richard Gere. We've got Kiss the Girls with Morgan Freeman and Ashley Judd. Oh, I show the label there. Friday the 13th, The Final Chapter, which was not the final chapter. And once again, another movie that is absolutely despicable and unnecessary. Friday the 13th, Part 2. I think this would have, if this was the last sequel in the film, the only sequel, that would have been okay. But no, they had to make more. Got Nobody's Fool with Paul Newman. Is that Jessica Tandy? Yeah, she was in this movie too. Okay. This is a good movie right here, The Talented Mr. Ripley with Matt Damon. I need to show this for movie night sometime, co-produced by Miramax. This is actually a good movie. Got Timeline. Paul Walker. Here we've got Crocodile Dundee with Paul Hogan. This is a funny movie. Got The Untouchables. Robert De Niro and I think Kevin Costner. As well as Sean Connery. Sean Connery's in this movie. And Al Pacino is as well. Here we've got The Sum of All Fears with Ben Affleck and Morgan Freeman.
Affleck!
Former Blockbuster Video rental. Got The Hours with Meryl Streep, Julianne Moore, and Nicole Kidman. This is also a demo VHS, which is also co-produced by Miramax, surprisingly enough. Friday the 13th, Part 5, A New Beginning. A New Beginning? Whatever. Yeah, exactly, Marty. Unnecessary. We've got Double Jeopardy with Tommy Lee Jones and Ashley Judd. It's actually a pretty good movie. Got He Said, She Said with Kevin Bacon and Elizabeth Perkins. I think Nathan Lane's in this movie too, but I can't remember off the top of my head. I have to watch this movie again. It's been years since I've watched this movie. Got Let It Ride with Richard Dreyfuss. Come on, tape. Okay. Up next, we've got Ghost with Patrick Swayze, Demi Moore, and Whoopi Goldberg. Good movie. What do we have next? We've got Funny About Love with Gene Wilder. It's actually a movie that Leonard Nimoy directed. Oh, tape flew out of my hand there. Sorry about that, folks. Got Down to Earth with Chris Rock. Co-made by Village Roadshow Pictures. Here's Sliver with Sharon Stone, William Baldwin, and Tom Berenger. First saw this movie on Cinemax back in 2006. The only thing I liked about this movie was the song Can't Help Falling in Love by UB40. Here's Indecent Proposal with Robert Redford, Demi Moore, and Woody Harrelson. This movie's not too bad. Got Hardball with Keanu Reeves. Next up, we've got Stepping Out with Liza Minnelli. Show the label. Okay. Next up, we got the sequel, Wayne's World 2. Do I like this film as much as the first one? Yeah, it's pretty funny. Got Watch It. All-star cast here. Right. Here's The Godfather Part 2. I do have the original Godfather as well. I'll show that in a little bit. THX digitally mastered. I'll just go ahead and show one label. Yeah. 200 minutes long. Over 3 hours. Got Virtuosity with Denzel Washington. Russell Crowe. Here's Almost an Angel, again with Paul Hogan. One critic said it was better than Crocodile Dundee. I've never watched this movie in full, so I have to watch. Here's The Score with Robert De Niro and Edward Norton. Also with Marlon Brando. I think this is one of Marlon Brando's last films. Got Hot Pursuit. John Cusack. Label. And here's the Godfather. Let's go ahead and show the labels there. Show one of them anyway. Okay, we've got Titanic in widescreen. Well, labels are kind of the same. One's a blue label, the other's a brown label. The original VHS of Titanic. Got Ladybugs with Rodney Dangerfield. Soccer movie. I watched this movie and I got a kick out of it. It was pretty funny. Here's a strange movie. Kids in the Hall, Brain Candy. Oh, this is a demo tape. Who'd have thought? Got Braveheart with Mel Gibson. Let's go ahead and show one label. Yeah, this movie's almost 3 hours long, if you can believe that. Got Pretty in Pink with Molly Ringwald. John Hughes produced this movie, but I don't think he directed it. Got Little Darlings from 1980. Tatum O'Neal. Got The Firm with Tom Cruise. Label there. Michael Douglas, Black Rain. Watched this movie before. It's really good. Movie I personally enjoy. Okay, here's Blue City. I think that's Judd Nelson and Ali Sheedy, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. They made this movie just a year after Breakfast Club. Got The Experts, John Travolta, Kelly Preston. And we got Summer School with Mark Harmon. Alright, I'll go ahead and show Heartburn with Meryl Streep and Jack Nicholson. This is a former rental. Mike Nichols directed this movie. Oh, the tape is upside down. There we go. Or the tape was in backwards, I should say. Excuse me. Got An Officer and a Gentleman with Richard Gere. Alright. Friday the 13th, Part 3. The start of the sequels that were unnecessary. Why they chose to do this, I don't know. Tape is not really in the greatest of condition, but pretty old. Yeah, exactly. But then again, it can't be as bad as Battlefield Earth. First Monday in October with Walter Matthau. Yeah, this movie is rated R. It's one of those tapes where you have to open it up like that. Okay. Got Crocodile Dundee 2. One of the two Crocodile Dundee sequels, and the sequel that's actually not bad, while Crocodile Dundee in Los Angeles is bad. Got White of the Eye with David Keith and Kathy Moriarty. Alright, and here's, The General's Daughter with John Travolta. You need to rewatch this movie again soon. Got Election with Reese Witherspoon and Matthew Broderick. Heard this movie's supposed to be good. Tape is inside backwards for unknown reasons. Got Teen Wolf with Michael J. Fox. Yeah, now this is a movie I have seen before that I actually liked. With Michael J. Fox, actually. Got The Naked Gun. The original Naked Gun with Leslie Nielsen. Pretty funny movie, if you ask me. Got Runaway Bride with Julia Roberts and Richard Gere. Made almost 10 years after Pretty Woman and co-produced by Touchstone. We got... That's not a Paramount tape. We got Good Burger. Keenan and Kel. Yes. Got Orange County. There's no slipcover with it. It just came with the tape. Stormy Monday with Melanie Griffith, Tommy Lee Jones, and Sting. And one more tape to show, and that is Critical Condition with Richard Pryor. Show this tape real quick. Yeah, the label fell off, but the end label's still on there. And there you have it for my Paramount VHS tapes, folks. Now, as for my other tapes in my other collections, I would show those again, but it'd be kind of pointless because they're pretty much the same. There's no changes or anything. But however, I will show you all my blank DVD collections in the next part, which I will film sometime next week and post. So stay tuned for that.